Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today we would like to present about one of the information agency that we choose. The agency that we choose is Special Library. First slide is about our background and history of the library. Our library name is Informant Special Library. Informant Special Library was set up in 2020 as a small reference and discussion room. The library has since then been relocated in SEGAMAT, Johor. As a corporate library, its primary role is to provide effective information services that nurture learning and the creation of new knowledge. Informal Library was renamed to Information Management (IM) in June 2020 to reflect its core business as a center for searching the information in various topics and subjects. This library provides all its users access to strategically vital research, journal article, news, and data pertinent to the corporate information. The next one is our logo library. For the next slide is vision. Our vision is to be a leader of excellence in development, promotion and support of local library and information professionals and institutions in the global knowledge industry. And our mission is recognizing that library and information centers are strategic resource for national development. Persatuan Perpustakaan Malaysia is committed to the creation of an information-rich, knowledge-based civil society through the promotion of information equity, lifelong and independent learning, and enhancement of library and information professional. Next is our library objective. First, it serves the information need of its parents' body. Second, it disseminates update and significant information in the concerned field. Third, it gives pinpoint information promptly. Fourth, it provides desired information to its user on demand and mostly in anticipation. The last one is the user also get new ideas and inspiration to initiate new project. And the next one is our library 5 years plan. First is strategic direction 1, library in society. We will empower the library and information service sector to build literate, inform and participate society. And the second is strategic direction 2 is information and knowledge. We will build a framework that promotes equitable access to information and knowledge in any format and any place. The third one is cultural heritage. We will support the library information service sector and work closely with our network of cultural heritage partner to safeguard cultural heritage in its diverse form. And the fourth is capacity building. We will establish the capacity to raise the voice of the library and information service sector at national, regional, global level.
Personnel Management Organization Chart. As you can see, we have the Director, followed by Archive and Collection Service Department, IT Service Department, and Circulation Service Department. Position description for the Director. The Director do something more than just search users, book in and out. They monitor other employee and staff member to ensure smooth running of daily operation. This work usually requires a master's degree in library science and requires state certification at times. Archive and Collection Service Department. This position will be accessible in the library and actively engage with students, staff, and other members. This job must have a graduate degree in library and information science. IT Service Department. IT Service Department qualification is degree in any subject followed by accredited postgraduate qualification in information management. And IT support is an expert who performs the installation, configuration, and maintenance various hardware systems and applications. And last but not least, Circulation Service Department. The qualification for this job must have degree plus 3 into 5 years progressive library experience. The responsibility is for monitoring all circulation activity, include library insurance, written and record keeping process, allocating job tasks to library pages, training library assistant in computerized circulation features. Performance appraisal. Objective of performance appraisal: to provide feedback. Giving feedback is important for us to improve what we need to improve. However, the feedback need to be provided carefully and regularly for them to hear users' thought and idea on how to improve it. To provide training for staff. A training program encourages staff to enhance those skills every staff need to be improved. To test effectiveness of recruitment. Quick identification of talent is just one piece of the puzzle. Equally important when determining the success of your recruitment process is the assessment of higher quality. Appraisal process flowchart. It starts with goal setting, followed by determining performance standard, until documentation of employee progress. The appraisal process is entered to properly. This basic question will be answered for the employees and their organization will continue to expand. When the employee is new, 3 months will be enough for the manager to see employees' work habit, train and improve their necessary skill and gain some confidence. Appraisal form. Graphic rating scale. A graphical rating system lists the attributes each employee should have and rank employees for each attribute on numeral scale. Next, we have checklist method. Using this form, a checklist of employee trait statement is prepared in the form of yes or no type of question.
Next slide is financial management. Our library choose is planning program budgeting system. PPBS differs from traditional budgeting processes by focusing less on an existing base with consideration of annual incremental improvement and more on objective and purpose with long-term alternative means of programming. The PPBS approach combines the best of both program budgeting and performance budgeting, a management technique that seeks to obtain the greatest value for the money spent in terms of satisfying human needs, based on the economic assumption that there are a limited resource. It emphasizes the cost of accomplishing program goals set by the library. It combines the function of planning, programming, and budgeting into one. The next is step important in planning program budgeting system. The first is identifying the objective of the library. Second, presenting alternative way to achieve those objectives with cost benefit ratios present for each. The third, identifying the activity that are necessary for each program. And the last step is evaluating the result so that the corrective action can be taken. Okay. So next is source of funding. The first we get from local support. Local source of revenue for the library may include funds from general revenue funds, property federal funds, interest on investment, contract for service, fine fees, library bond issue for the material and construction. An example, the library get book or something from regular donator or from other organization. And the next is grant. They are the source of revenue to consider. Public library can obtain limited support for innovative library program in the humanities. Sum of money given by an organization, especially a government, for a particular purpose. Corporation and foundation are also good source of additional fund. Information of the available can be obtained from various foundation directories, periodical and available through the library.
Next is promotional planning. The activities that will be organized to help promote the library is number 1. Online advertisement. Promoting the library through social media such as Twitter and Instagram to encourage the young teenagers that uses social media daily to be well informed of the library existence. Second is physical advertising. The way to promote the library through flyers that will be pasted on the bulletin board in universities and college to entice the students to come and visit the library to find the educational or research material that they need. Next is convention. Convention is organized to raise awareness about the importance of referring to library materials for research and duty purpose. Then, the Library Management Program. This program will help to teach students and show them how to manage the resources in the library and to improve the resource management. Last but not least, the Mobile Library Program. This incentive will help to provide book lending services to senior citizens living in remote areas and to the people with physical disabilities to facilitate access to educational and knowledge resources of the library.
This is the social media that we use, which are Twitter and Instagram. Next, move to department and services. First, acquisition department. Acquisition department is about ordering, receiving, and maintaining the list of available resources, especially from researchers that make research about information management and create books. Other than that, the acquisition department has their own policies which the staff need to be careful on making any ordering and receiving from suppliers. Besides, staff also needs to make sure all of the materials are protected, and the acquisition department staff needs to manage expenditure and plan the budget based on financial reports. So, it will ensure we take care of our finance. The techniques that have been used by the acquisition department are creating good material for ordering and properly keeping the material from suppliers. Here I show you the organization chart. Number 2, IT department. The IT department means for the staff or visitor for the event and meeting schedule at our own library with our client. It provides a lot of new technology for our staff, such as digital table. Policies for the IT department are to take care all of the new technology used by the staff or clients, to implement or to make improvement on more technology to be provided by Information Special Library. The important techniques to be as in our IT department are creativity of our staff to make Information Special Library comfortable and easy to use. We need to improve our skills on it, so the skill that our staff have is unbelievable and open-minded. Here, the IT department organization chart. Number 3, circulation department. Circulation department is about borrowing the books from the library. Other than that, the staff in charge, we collect all books and put it on the shelves. We do not put a lot of books. All books on the shelf are just for important books to our library. Information Special Library has only 4 shelves with 100 important reference books. The policies of this department are to take care of all of the materials in the library as our own life, to make sure all of the materials are there properly and safely, and to ensure all of the staff must scan first before borrowing it to make sure it is safe. Circulation department staff need to maintain their job to protect all of the materials in the library. Nobody can borrow our books, only Information Special Libraries workers. The best technique used by the circulation department is to provide a new technology scanner. Here the organization for circulation department. Number 4,
Cataloging department. Cataloging department means to catalog any materials in the library including CD, cassettes, and more. The policies for the cataloging department are needed to ensure all of the books, any material inside the library must be cataloged, so users can search for it on the internet. Besides, the staff have to make sure an online catalog will be available and up to date for the newcomer materials, especially references. Even though we have a lot of new modern technology, sometimes people are more comfortable reading books than searching on the internet. Moreover, we provide the activities, which is training officers, are always from June to August. The new catalog officer will be trained for 3 months. Here, I show you the organization chart for cataloging department. The conclusion is Information Special Library provide a lot of new technology to make it easy for the users to use the library on their own. It is because the world is going to be more modern, such as less paper. The Information Special Library provides innovative services, which are digital table. Digital table means users do not have to bring their books, pencils, pen, or something else because on digital table we provide everything to write such as pens and so on. It also can show the presentation slides. Any question can be given using the digital table and users can write and submit. This digital table will be put in every meeting room. Other than that, we provide ICE digital board. ICE digital board will be at the center of the library. It is for the user to use for searching some information by clicking their eyes through the button and it will directly go to the results. Besides, to write something on the board, the users have to turn on by clicking eyes to the microphone logo on the board and speak. We have 3 eyes digital board. Lastly, we also provide virtual reality games. Virtual reality games for the users or staff when they have free time. The games provided for these are roller coaster, shooting, enemy game, Can You See Me, and Wonderland. User will make some time to release their attention and have fun. Virtual reality games will be put on the 3rd floor. Thank you. Any questions?